The 49ers' schedule, by virtue of the fact that they have been one of the best teams in the NFC in recent years, a couple of Super Bowl appearances, a couple more NFC Championship appearances, 6 primetime games, and they face all 3 teams this year that they saw in the postseason a year ago, the Packers, the Lions, and the Kansas City Chiefs. They also have 4 teams coming off of bye weeks. That's one of the wrinkles that it takes some time to fully digest when you look at the schedule.
Right.
But 4 different times you've got teams that have 2 weeks to get ready for you, and you have your usual turnaround to get ready for them.
Yeah, that's like, that's a little eye-opening. I saw you text that last night, and when I saw that, I was like, wait, let me look at that. And that was a little shocking. It really was. Again, I do think there's a little bit of a competitive advantage, disadvantage if you're a 49ers or whatever, right? I mean, in the SEC a few years ago, right, there was a complaint, and I think they changed the rule to a degree because every team that played Alabama took their bye week the week before they played Alabama, right? Because everyone was like, well, it's Nick Saban. We need another week to do this. So, yeah, that's a tough little wrinkle to their schedule. There's no doubt about that. That is an advantage to the other football teams. But I will say where you and I do, you look at those first 5-6 games because I think that's the most tangible thing you can really look at to be like, okay, hey, it's the start of the year. The team should be healthy and somewhat what we think they might be. It's not a gauntlet. It's not a gauntlet. That's what I will say. The Jets, hey, what are they going to be week 1? Can they, hit the ground, all cylinders go, and like looking good and what we think they might be capable of? I don't know. I don't know what to think of the Jets, but I certainly think that's advantage 49ers week 1 on the road. Aaron Rodgers hasn't played forever. That O-line's new, and it's the 49ers defense. You get a rookie quarterback. And J.J. McCarthy, quite possibly, I think, I'm gonna be a little presumptive to say that I think he will be, right? The Rams we know are good and going to be a rival game for sure. And then you get the Patriots and the Cardinals who are just, they're up-and-comers right now. The 49ers, I got no problem saying, yeah, they're better than those teams right now, no doubt about it. So, as far as, favorable schedules go for teams that are awesome and playing a number 1 schedule because they won the division and all that, I can certainly see them going to that Chiefs game sitting very pretty at maybe a 5-1, at the worst almost a 4-2 there, because I do think they're a different quality of football team than some of the teams that are on their schedule early.
And the 49ers are another team that is a measuring stick. Circle them on your schedule.
Yeah, they are.
It's a big game.
Yep.
They've been used to that, though. They've been that team for several years now. We saw in 2020, early on, a game against the Jets at MetLife Stadium where they had a rash of injuries that set the tone in a negative way for the season. That's the one donut hole. That's the one weird year of the last 5
right,
where the 49ers ultimately weren't all that competitive. But you look at that schedule, and when you throw in the fact, in addition to 4 teams coming off of byes, they've got multiple short weeks too. And they are one of, and this year it's amazing. Remember when they engineered it so no team had to do the 4-day turnaround, Sunday to Thursday, more than once in a year.
Right.
And, there's a point where we all start to believe our own BS. Because, and I apologize, we're probably going to get an angry phone call or text message or email, but this is the truth. The NFL has justified short week football, ignoring the wear and tear cumulatively that it puts on players, whether or not somebody who had an injury from Sunday is going to be able to go on Thursday when they would have been able to go on Sunday, the limited time to get your game plan ready, to get your team ready. Everything's compressed, everything's expedited, everything's stressful. But, hey, the injury rate's no different when you play Sunday to Sunday than when you play Sunday to Thursday, so it's all okay. That's the one thing the NFL continues to hide behind. The injury rate in-game when you play on Thursday after you played on Sunday is no different. So, okay, so why did you only make teams do it once a year then, if it's no big deal? And they woke up one day and it's like, yeah, if this is no big deal, let's make teams do it more than once. And I think what happened was, after a full year of games that weren't all that great, Amazon was like, is there a way we can get better games?
Yeah.
Is there a way we can get better Thursday games?
Right.
I don't like this variety pack.
Agreed.
I want the good teams.
Yeah.
Look at what we're paying you every week. I want the good teams on Thursday night. So as of last year, they started doing multiple short weeks. 13 teams this year, Chris. I went through the schedule last night. Initially, I overlooked Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I saw that. How could you do that? I mean, I'm so disappointed
I don't know,
in you.
because I'm stupid. I mean, haven't you figured that out yet?
Yeah, I did.
I was looking because it's not on the Thursday night schedule.
I
it's only
know.
the prime
I'm just
games.
giving you a hard time. Stupid.
But 13 teams are playing multiple games with only 3 days off in between. 13. Now, 4 of them are coming from the fact that we weren't going to do hey, we're not playing on Christmas this year. Oh, wait, we can make that much money. We're playing on Christmas this year. Part of it comes from that with the Saturday, Wednesday turnaround. But 13 teams, almost half of the league, are going to have to do it twice now. It's an advantage for the teams that don't have to do it. It's a competitive advantage if you don't have to do it twice. You don't have to do it once. The Panthers don't have a Thursday night game.
Wow.
Boom.
They
have no primetime
Thursday
game.
night team.
Boom.
Wow.
Boom. Throw a drink on somebody over that one, David. You don't get any primetime games this year. Unfortunately, we can't have a static camera on David Tepper to see what he might throw into the crowd. That'll have to be in the regional games. So, anyway, we're kidding, but we're not. That's part of what the 49ers have to deal with.
Yeah.
Because they've got 2 Monday to Sunday turnarounds, and they've got 2 Sunday to Thursday turnarounds. And, when you're on the West Coast, you throw in the travel too. So there are extraneous issues. Even though the schedule isn't murderer's row, there are other factors. The bye weeks, and the teams that are coming off the bye weeks are the Chiefs, Cowboys, Seahawks, and Bills. Not exactly cream puffs.
No, it's not.
So that adds to the degree of difficulty for the 49ers schedule.
I think the thing that pops to me about the schedule, we talked about the early part where you think it's favorable and they should be able to put themselves in a good position. But I will say this, again, I know we don't know injuries. I don't know but this is like, I wouldn't bring it up if I felt like, hey, this is still, no matter what. Hey, 10 through 17, like I talked about the Chiefs, they never had that gauntlet of like games in a row where I go, wow, they got like a stretch of 5 games where you go, even if these teams don't live up to their expectations, this isn't going to be easy, right? I feel that way a little with the Niners when you go through 10 through 17. Hey, you come back from your bye, you got to go across the country, play the Bucs, the Seahawks. We know the Seahawks got talent. Mike McDonald, like you talk about with Harbaugh, he's going to be trying to make his mark on the NFC West. The Packers are the real deal and should have beat the 49ers, and they're going to be the real deal. The Bills, we know. The Bears are, I think we both believe, an up-and-comer and could be dangerous if depending on how good the rookie quarterback is. The Rams, short week, boom, right? We know that's going to be tough. I don't care what it is. It's McVay, it's Shanahan. They know each other like the back of their hands. Then you got to go see other buddy from coaching tree down to the East Coast of the Dolphins and then come back and play the damn Lions, which could be for the number 1 seed in the NFC. I look at that stretch right there. I don't remember last night when I was sitting on the couch seeing anybody with an 8-game stretch quite like that. Now, and again, I know we can't tell the future, but I think we can, we got enough tangible evidence to know a lot of those teams are going to be a real pain in the butt no matter what. And, that did jump out to me a little bit about the 49ers.
The question is, did the back end of the 49ers schedule make it into the Yankees game? Did they talk about it?
Yeah, no, they didn't. They didn't get to it. No.
All right. And again, look, they're the 49ers, and they always find a way, but it's going to be harder this year than it has been, I think, in the past.
Yeah.
Even though they should get off to a good start. It's a lot of travel, a lot of teams coming off bye weeks, a lot of short weeks, a lot of flux to the schedule, to the routine, to the rhythm that you can develop in a football season, because they are, like the Chiefs, all over the place. And this is the price you pay. And good problem to have. The only good problem is no problem, but it's a good problem to have because you're that good, you're in demand.
Yeah.
Amazon wants you for multiple Thursday nights. They want you for multiple Sunday nights. We have them twice. We have them 3 times on week 1, week 14, and week 16. And obviously after week 11, the flex is a greater possibility, but there hasn't been a whole lot of flexing because the flexing's harder now. It's like throwing more balls into a juggling act. It just used to be to flex or not flex to Sunday night. Now you got Monday flex possibility, Thursday flex possibility. I think it just makes it easier to just stick with the schedule.
Yeah.
Especially because The numbers are still. That's
the
thing.
problem.
You don't need to flex games if the numbers are still
great.
That's
the problem. The NFL is like,
if
wait,
they're
25 million watched. It was only
cares?
26 with the star teams the week before. It's not that big of a difference, right? You're right. I think that's the bottom line right there.
That was a big takeaway last year from all the quarterback injuries. The numbers were still awesome. Biggest they'd been since 2015, even though 66 different starting quarterbacks played in games last year. So I'm expecting that we will see them as appointed 4 times on NBC, twice on Monday Night Football, and twice on Thursday Night Football. Am I looking at I'm looking at the wrong team. I was looking at the Chiefs still. I had to scroll down. We will see the 49ers twice on Sunday Night Football, not 3 times. We see the Chiefs 3 times. We see the 49ers twice on Thursday Night Football, and twice on Monday Night Football. So plenty of 49ers games. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.